Welcome, friends, it is I, your LostScarf, and it's time for the one-shot, but it's not Saturday. No, this is coming out a different day, because 0rbitalis by Alan Zucconi, sorry if I got that name wrong, is an awesome game, and it comes out on the 16th of April, so I want to make a video that comes out around that time, because he gave me an early access press release copy, so I'm playing it to show it off, and I am blown away by this game, and that is why I want to share it with a one-shot. The audio and music is done by Dos1, I think that's what you pronounce it, or Ducion, or who knows how you pronounce it, I don't. But they have done music for Samurai Gun, if you recognize that, and this is published by Mastertronic. So 0rbitalis is a very simple idea, and it's incredibly fun. This is not for everyone, of course. This is this puzzle game using gravity and orbitals and stuff like that, and it's really cool, but I know not everyone's going to be a fan of it. But it is great for what it is, and I really like it. The infinity of creativity is really shown by this game. So here's 0rbitalis. Here's the first level. I'm going to show you about 15 levels. That's going to be 1/10 of this game. So 0rbitalis, this is what 0rbitalis is. You must maintain an orbit. You are a probe. This is what you are. You're this probe here, and here's your trajectory and everything. And how hard do you want to shoot your probe, and stuff like that. And you like the angle of it, and how hard you want to shoot it. You're on this planet, and you're constantly moving on, of course. And you want to maintain an orbit for as long as possible. So here we go. We're going to try to go there. Okay, so survived for 4 seconds and failed completely. That's my bad. Let's try that again. So the idea is you want to maintain an orbit for about 4 seconds. So this looks really good. This looks promising. There we go. So we're maintaining the orbit between the star and the planet. And we got it, and then we crashed. So we completed that one. And you see, my best time is 38 seconds. So that's how long I've been able to maintain an orbit in this stage. So I really like this, how you can compare yourself to other people and see how your time matches up. That's really cool there. I like that a lot. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to the next stage, which is 3753 Griffin. So this one's a little bit more interesting. You got the same thing, but now there's a smaller planet in the way here. So you got to take that into account. And this little guy has gravity of its own. You have gravity here, here, and here. You have to take into account all 3 gravities if you want to maintain your orbit. So here we go. Looking good. We're going to crash. Darn it. Try that again. So we want to take into account that one's gravity. This looks pretty good here, so let's do this. Here we go. We're flying pretty good here, pretty cool, and we're going to crash again. Oh man, I'm bad. This is the second level. This is the second level. I'm doing this bad, huh? Okay, here we go. This looks good. This looks promising. There we go. And, we're going to hit the level planet. Alright, so I'm actually bad at this game. I've been playing this for a couple hours, and I really like this game. And I am not showing that I actually know what the hell I'm doing. Oh my god! That I know what the hell I'm doing here. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Here we go. Maintain an orbit. There we go. Looks better here. There we go. We got a good orbit here. Maintain it, maintain it. So now the tension of whether we did it or not has passed. Now it's how long can we keep the orbit going. It's looking pretty good here. It's spinning around in a bunch of ways. It's still being maintained. It's looking good. And it's going to hit the sun. Yeah, it's going to hit the sun. How long was that, though? That was 18 seconds. The best I've done is 36 seconds. Number 1 is 16 minutes. Holy crap at that. That is impressive right there. They were able to hold the orbit that long. So that's cool there. Now here's the thing. I was worried that it was just going to be kind of puzzles like that where planets are going around, a sun and stuff like that. And it is for a lot of stages, but there's other things he did with this. He did a lot of other ideas, and Alpha Centauri is one example of this. Alpha Centauri is now 2 suns. And the way to complete this one, I don't want to show too many answers to the puzzles because I want you to figure them out yourself when you play because I don't want to spoil it, you know. But the answer to this one is the infinity. So here we go. We're spinning around both suns in an infinity ring here. So we're maintaining infinity. And this is what I like is it shows you your past trail the whole way through. So you just get to see this really cool looking thing. So now we're trying to maintain the orbit as long as possible to get the top score. So it's looking pretty good right now. It's looking really good. And just look at how it looks with the outlines now. That's really cool looking right there, right? So that's pretty cool there. Maintaining it. Oh, we're going to lose our orbit here. We're losing it, and we crash into the sun. 25 seconds. My best is 35. Item number 1 is. Number 2 right here is 47. So I like that it shows you in the middle here who's around you and who's the top scorer. It'd be nice if you could scroll up for the top score, but still it's pretty good there. My complaints about the game are very minor. Like the color aesthetic, I like that it's red. No, the black and white and gray going on, very spacey. The music is very ambient and good at spaces really well there. You play this game in bursts, that's good. If you play for a long time, the ambience does get lost in you a little bit, but it's still a fun game. And what's cool is TV Craterus. Now this is just like Alpha Centauri. It's set these suns. Well, whoops. these suns will actually get close and far from each other as the level goes. So it's harder to maintain your orbit on these guys because they're going to get away from each other. And what that does is it affects the gravity. See, they separate and then I crash into that sun there. So that's what happens there. And that's pretty cool there. And then these stars are super hard versions of these levels. See, look at this one. You got these 4 planets going around. You got this sun right here. And look at these flares coming off. It looks really cool, doesn't it? So let's see if we can maintain it. So we got a good orbit here. We're looking good here. And then we're going to crash, though. But there you go. So the star levels are extra hard versions of these areas. So you can see the star charts are separated. All this is like the first area. This is the second area here where you have those 2 suns. This third area is different as well. So I'm going to show it off through Sedna 9377. So Sedna we're in an asteroid belt this time. So we want to try to maintain our orbit. So we're going to spin around this asteroid here. So we're looking pretty good here. We're spinning. But like rims, we're spinning. So we're looking really good here. Maintaining it very well. And then crash. This is actually really hard. It looks really cool though, as you can see. It looks really cool doing these spins here. Try to have a wider spin this time. So the spin's wider this time. It's getting bigger. It's going really good. It's slingshotting a lot. Taking advantage of the gravity of this asteroid. Looking pretty good in the asteroid belt. Looks great. But as you can see, there's an asteroid right there on the right, and the gravity of that asteroid affects it, and we crash. See, that's what happens. So the one that comes down here, it affects our gravity, and then we eventually crash. You can try to wait and maybe try to do your shot when they're both together and see what that does. We're going to do a bigger shot here. And we're going to see how does that asteroid coming in affect us, and the gravity makes us crash again. Just those two together create this bigger gravitational pull that makes you crash harder. So that's what happens there. So you have to take that into account to clear the level. And I still haven't figured this one out. I keep doing this and failing, so maybe I'm supposed to time how long I wait to do it, but I'm not sure because I still haven't cleared it. And that's the fun of this, is just all these different puzzles, trying to figure them out and get them right. I failed that again. Now we're going to go do a different level now. So let's go do Gemino Run. So here's a Gemino Run. So there's another idea going on here. See, you see how he's doing all these different ideas with a simple idea. It's a very simple mechanic, and he's taken so many directions with it. It's so awesome. And here's a new direction here. A new wrinkle to it all. And that is the blue ones. These blue ones push you away. As you can see from the trail, it gets pushed away from it. See? So you have to take into account attraction of the red, repulsion of the blue for gravity, and try to create yourself a good orbit. So we got this okay looking orbit here, and we're going to fly off. So that's actually a failure there. So let's try to do that better here. And right about there we go. That looks good. So we're circling around. The blue's pushing us off a little bit, but we're looking good here. We do our circular loop again, our infinity loop, and we crash because we get repulsed by the blue into the sun. So that would happen there. So you see, that's a cool idea there you have to take into account. Another stage to show off has got to be Canis Majoris, and this is really cool here. Where is Canis Majoris? It is over here. Now, oh, I should show this one off as well. Centaurus X3. So Centaurus X3, another idea here is it's a smaller sun here. It's a smaller sun, so the gravity's different. So the gravity of this one is just as good, and the smaller sun does lose its gravity over time. So you have to take account that the gravity is going to be stronger and weaker as time goes by, and it's going to affect the trajectory of your probe. As you see, it's got affected by the fact there's no longer gravity on that sun, and we succeed and then fly off course and barely succeed there. We didn't fail, luckily, and there you go. Now showing off another star map here was Canis Majoris right here. So Canis Majoris is a different idea, and that is you must maintain orbit within this area right here to win. So let's go ahead and do it. So we shoot off, and we're in there, and then we fly off because of the strength of the sun. So we got to try that again. So you try to do like a weaker shot here. There we go. Looking really good here, and not going to make it. Failed again. So try to do it a little bit closer this time, and there you go. A little bit weaker. There we go. And oh, we didn't get it fast enough. So we gotta hope that it circles back around, that the orbit is strong enough to circle back around from the gravity, and it is. This is one part where I wish you could fast forward a little bit, because we're circling back around, and we're gonna clear it now. Done. We cleared it. As you can see, I had the third fastest time. I was able to clear it without going in orbit. This time I had 19 seconds on it, so there you go with that. Now, there's more of these as you go, but here's the really hard one, which takes it such a bigger step forward, and that is Halley's Comet. You have to maintain somehow inside that little area while it's moving, while you got these three moving as well. So you have to take into account this thing's gravity, this thing's gravity, this thing's gravity, and this thing's non-gravity as you're going, as it's moving. So how do you take advantage of that? And you got to do it like this, And we're in there, but we crash into that little planet. Or asteroid, whatever that is. Or, not asteroid, this is a comet, this is a meteorite, right? No, it's an asteroid, it's a meteorite if it crashes into the Earth, I think. So, try that again. So here we go. Alright, we're spinning around it. Yeah, we're spinning around now, and no, we failed. So if the comet was in that loop point, maybe we would have caught it, but we failed completely on that shot. So that's how that stage works, which is really cool there. So, now I want to show you P2C 257, so here it is. And I got the number one score on this. Now the idea here is, your target is not in orbit, but to crash into this place. So we gotta take into account this gravity, and then we take this shot. There we go. And bam, we hit it. There we go. I have the best time currently, so that's good for me. And we're gonna move on to the other P2. So P2A870, and we gotta take into account these two gravities to try to get the shot there. And the way it is done is right here. There it is, got it. Bam! Feel like I'm playing golf there. And I have the 4th best time. So there you go with that. Now I gotta show you Ikie Seki. And this one is pretty cool. So you're trying to hit a meteor this time. I mean, a comet this time. So take the shot, and we failed. Try that again. So we're gonna try it again here. And fire, and we failed it again. One more shot at this, and we barely miss it. I've completed this one, like, I'm just failing it right now. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Got it, there it is. Oh, no, we missed it. Ah, and that is that stage right there. And this is it. No, failed it completely. Let's go ahead and know one. So there you go. So there's that idea. And then Rhea does, let me see what Rhea is. I can't remember right now. I got the top time. Yeah, so you're trying to hit it in the middle of all that, and blam. Oh, we missed it. Ah, we missed it right there. Try it again here, and got it. Is that the best time, though? That is not the best time, but I had the best time, so there you go. And Coronis is the most craziest one of them all, and that is, your target changes depending on how close you are to it, and you have to take into account all of these gravities from all these meteors, I mean, these asteroids flying around. And I missed that shot. Trying again here. Where is it now? There's my target there, so... And failed it again. That was a terrible shot there. Let's see here. I've done this a lot of times, and I'm doing bad there. And... No! That was terrible. That was terrible. But you get the idea with that one. So, one more shot, one more shot, one more shot. That was terrible. Alright, that was terrible. That was just terrible. So, moving on. So, I'm going to show you now Cassiopeia. B Cassiopeia. And here's another idea. And that is, you have these meteorites around, and you got to try to maintain the orbit in this little area. So you see I can crash into some of these, like I can crash into the one I'm next to. And you're just trying to get this little one, and I've done it before. There, no, that was a complete failure. That was terrible. And you see it's a pretty purple. The thing is, I like it when they have more colors to it than just the gray and the red. It's really cool there, but there's not enough of that, and I hope they add more when they do the full game. So here we go, we got it. Good orbit here, good orbit, and got it! And then we crash. So we got there, and we have the 2nd fastest time. Now I want to show you Digitalis and Murer. So where are they? Digitalis and Murer. So Digitalis. Now here's another idea. That is multiple probes. Now we have 5 probes this time. We have to try to keep all 5 probes alive. So fire! And... okay, it's looking good. We got an orbit here. We got a good orbit here. Alright, they're looking good, looking good. Still okay, still okay, still okay. Still looking alright. We hit the sun right before we succeed! Ah! Ah! That sucks a little bit. Try it again. So there we go, we got it, we got it. Looking good, and we just hit the damn planet. Dang, it looks really cool, as you can tell. Having 5 probes at once looks really cool, and we hit the dang sun. Ah! And so I'm doing really bad on this one. And let's try to do it this way, and we just failed completely. So you have these ideas of multiple probes now, and then you can see like the first one, Lumen 16. So you have 2 probes this time. You want to keep them both alive. You can see there's 2 gravity fields here besides just the gravity of that guy. Like red means strong gravity, I guess. So there we go. So they're flying and they both miserably fail on that one. Try again here, and looking good, looking... failed it. And then Murer takes it a different level here. Murar. And here it is. So, look at this. Simultaneous death right here. Bam! See, there's this middle point where it's deflecting everybody. So, where do you shoot it that you'll keep everyone alive? And that's the hard part. You see, I killed 2 of them again. And that's the fun of some of these stages, just how do I do this? And if you do it right, you have a pretty cool looking picture. Oh, there we go, I got it right, so here we go. So look at this, I got these 4 things going at once, and they're maintaining their orbits, and just look at that. Look at the, I crashed. It looked really cool, right? If you're able to maintain it for a long time, you fill the entire thing with a circle of red swirls, and that's just such a cool looking thing. Alright, we're looking pretty good this time, looking pretty good. Looking great, looking good here. Maintaining it, it's very, look, see how cool that is? I'm just making these 4 circles at once. Now I've completed it. Now to see how long can I hold it now, and I held it that long. I have the best time of 42 seconds, this time I only did 15. And it's really hard to get those really good times, of course. Now I want to show you 2 more, Lotus and Sagittarius. Now Lotus, we're going to show you a star stage. Star stages are very hard. And you'll notice when you see there's these planets, but then there's also a star. So there we go. But here's the star here. I had the second best time. Only me and one guy have cleared it. Me and the creator. So here you go. So you see this pretty flower here? We have to be inside every single one of these circles. So we have to maintain an orbit this small. So here we go. We're going to try to do it. And fire it off. Looking good, looking good. Now we need it to circle back, and it's not going to circle back. We failed. Try it again here. And there. It's looking good, looking good, looking good. Now we need it to orbit back around. Is it going to orbit it on? This is the fun part, is the tension of will you survive or not? And we're looking good right now. Looking okay. Looking good. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. And we need a little bit more. Okay. A little bit more. Are we going to get... This is why I want fast forwards for these little parts. Although the tension is fun, sometimes it can be a little long, like this right here. And we're going to loop around, and we're going to get more. Not enough. And we'll eventually complete it, and may as well as just show us complete it. Why not? Here comes the last circle around. This should do it right here. Maybe a 5th one. I hope not. And it is done! Yes, we got it. There we go. We completed it, and that's a terrible time. We had 35 the first time. There we go. Now I'm going to show you Sagittarius. This is the most intimidating stage for me right here. Sagittarius. Sagittarius A. Only one person's completed this thing so far. And look at this. You got your middle guy and then all these guys, and they're constantly flashing red and blue. Everything's flashing red and blue. How do you maintain an orbit in this is the question. It's all about timing and how hard you're going to shoot the shot and everything, and that is circling back, circling back, circling back. Stay alive, stay alive, stay... Nope. Ah, that is hard. One more shot at this, and that is going to be failage. There we go. So I showed you about 16 or 17 levels. That is actually one-tenth of the whole game. At Early Access, there's going to be 50 levels. These are the 50 levels, and I haven't played all of them. I played a lot of them, though. They're very fun, and he's done all these great ideas with them. These star charts will fill up as he works on the game during Early Access, which is going to be out when this video comes out. So you get into Early Access, there's 50 puzzles to play already, and as time goes on, he's going to add more. He's going to have more ideas, and that is awesome. So many different things are going to be done, and that is great. I can't wait to play them. That is awesome right there. And even then, when he hits 150 and launches the game officially, he's going to have procedurally generated levels every day. So that's going to be cool there. There's going to be daily challenges where every day there's going to be a new puzzle to play, a new level. So that is awesome in itself. So this game will be constantly growing and having a challenge for you to play every single day. So this game has a lot of good value to it. And even if you beat these stages, you have the replay value of trying to beat other people's times. So this game has an amazing amount of potential to it. It's a very simple idea in this game, and he took it so many levels with it. I am beyond impressed. Claps to him. Just claps to him for that. Good job to Alan Zucconi. And the music's great with this. I wish there was a little bit more music, of course. That would be awesome. I would like a little more color, even though it is space. But this game, for the majority, is awesome, and if you like what you see, please give it a shot. This is a great game. I enjoyed it a lot, and I keep saying that. So let's go ahead and end it. So that is the game. I had fun. Hope you had fun watching. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.